Both former President Donald Trump's recent tour of the Middle East has once again thrust the region into the global spotlight. His visits to Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar have sparked fervent speculation about the future of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Palestinians, weary from decades of struggle, dare to hope for a breakthrough. Could this be the moment when Gaza, long isolated and marginalized, finally receives international recognition? Or will it be another chapter in a long saga of diplomatic failures and dashed hopes? Trump's legacy in the Middle East is one of disruption. His decision to withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal and relocate the US embassy to Jerusalem sent shockwaves through the region. He brokered the Abraham Accords, normalizing relations between Israel and several Arab states, a move praised by some and condemned by others as a betrayal of the Palestinian cause. His approach to diplomacy, often characterized by unpredictability and a disregard for traditional norms, has left observers wondering what his endgame truly is. This recent tour further underscores Trump's penchant for unconventional diplomacy. The Middle East, with its complex web of alliances and rivalries, has always been a diplomatic minefield. Trump, however, seems unfazed by these complexities. He operates on his own terms, often prioritizing personal relationships and transactional deals over long-standing strategic considerations. Trump's Middle East agenda was dominated by economic and security interests. Massive trade deals, particularly in the defense sector, took center stage. The reported $142 billion defense partnership with Saudi Arabia underscores this focus. The deal, shrouded in controversy, highlights Trump's willingness to prioritize arms sales over human rights concerns. The visit also saw a significant agreement with Qatar involving the purchase of up to 210 Boeing aircraft. While the exact value of the deal remains unclear, it is undoubtedly a lucrative agreement for both parties. These deals are not merely about economic gains. They are part of a broader strategy to reshape regional alliances. Trump's vision for the Middle East appears to revolve around countering Iran's influence. He seeks to build a coalition of Sunni Arab states united by their shared animosity towards Tehran to contain Iran's regional ambitions. This realignment has significant implications for the Palestinian issue. For Palestinians, Trump's visit offered a glimmer of hope, however faint. The possibility of recognition, of finally having their statehood acknowledged by a global power, was a tantalizing prospect. However, the political reality paints a far more sobering picture. Trump's past actions, particularly his unwavering support for Israel, suggest that Palestinian aspirations are unlikely to be met. The Abraham Accords, hailed by Trump as a historic breakthrough, were seen by many Palestinians as a betrayal. The agreements, which normalized relations between Israel and the UAE, Bahrain, Sudan and Morocco, were reached without any concessions from Israel on the Palestinian issue. The accords effectively sidelined the Palestinians, further diminishing their leverage in any future negotiations. The Arab world's balancing act between pragmatism and solidarity. The Arab world's response to the Palestinian issue has been characterized by a complex mix of pragmatism and solidarity. Historically, Arab states have been vocal supporters of the Palestinian cause. However, in recent years there has been a noticeable shift in their approach. Saudi Arabia, the region's economic powerhouse, has adopted a more pragmatic stance. The kingdom, while still officially committed to a two-state solution, has prioritized its own economic and security interests. The UAE and Qatar have also strengthened ties with Israel, further complicating the regional dynamics. Egypt and Jordan, both of which have peace treaties with Israel, find themselves walking a tightrope between maintaining their relationships with Israel and the US, while also expressing support for the Palestinians. Gaza, a history marred by broken promises. Gaza, a densely populated coastal strip, has been a focal point of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict for decades. Ruled by Hamas, a group designated as a terrorist organization by the US and several other countries, Gaza has endured years of economic blockade and military conflict. The humanitarian situation in Gaza is dire, with widespread poverty, unemployment, and a lack of basic services. Trump's past pronouncements on Gaza have done little to inspire confidence among Palestinians. His reported proposal for a Gaza redevelopment plan contingent on the removal of Hamas was met with skepticism and anger. The plan, seen by many as an attempt to impose a solution that favors Israel, underscored the power imbalance that has long plagued the conflict. Charting the uncertain path ahead, from status quo to seismic shift. Given Trump's track record and the complexities of the Middle East, predicting the outcome of his visit is a fool's errand. However, several scenarios are possible. The most likely outcome is that the status quo will prevail. Trump, having secured lucrative deals and strengthened alliances against Iran, may see little incentive to expend political capital on the Palestinian issue. Another possibility is that Trump, in a bid to burnish his legacy, may make a symbolic gesture towards the Palestinians. This could take the form of a statement expressing support for a two-state solution or a call for renewed peace talks. However, such gestures, while welcomed by the Palestinians, are unlikely to translate into concrete action. A more remote, but not entirely implausible scenario is that Trump, known for his unpredictable nature, may surprise the world with a bold move. This could involve formally recognizing Palestinian statehood or presenting a new peace plan that deviates significantly from previous US proposals. Such a move would undoubtedly send shockwaves through the region and beyond. The verdict awaits. Will Gaza finally witness the dawn of recognition? As the dust settles on Trump's Middle East tour, the question remains: will Gaza finally receive the recognition it so desperately seeks? The answer, as with most things in the Middle East, is far from clear. Trump's visit has undoubtedly shaken things up, but whether it will lead to a lasting resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains to be seen. What do you think? Will Trump's Middle East maneuvers bring peace and recognition to Gaza? Or will they only further entrench the existing divisions?